Hello and welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Transport Fever. We are right down here in the wonderful city of Oxnard, I think it is. Can we see that somewhere without leaving Oxnard, there we go. Kind of hoping for this puff of smoke here to come on in closer, as well as the puff of smoke behind us, for a wonderful cross-section view. Between episodes, I've a cross-section, but trains meeting view thing. Between episodes, I'll let the time fly a little, making for a grand profit of 392,000 last month, which is amazing. To be honest, that's more than I expected in terms of profit, which is a good sign, good thing. We are early days of 1884, so we didn't. It was only 1 year passing between last episode and this one. Still have ways to go in order to pay back 7.5 million, though. But I think we can make that happen in this episode. I should restate that. I don't think we can pay back 7.5 million this episode, but I think we can make strides in order to get closer to that. Hopefully. First of all, I see that there are some people waiting here at different platforms, so I think we'll go right ahead and plonk in another one of these. This would be Oxnard, this one. There we go. We'll leave this long outside route to be for now. Over here, though, having some more filled up, backed up stations. Let's see, a couple more for are you one, right? You're PGR commuter. That's all you are. There we go. And then a couple more for this one. Makes sense that there's more traffic here because there's more lines coming in here. I mean, there's twice as many lines. You know, should be twice as many passengers, give or take. Probably not, you know, a one-to-one number there. We have some different options for this episode. We could go for Lowell over there from Escondio. We could also go for Grand Rapids to Victorville, or I don't think we'll have the money for Detroit, although we could go, at least not for the straight route, definitely not. But we could, of course, go for a more scenic route going up along the hillside here, coming along Major Drop, aka a bridge section here, coming over, and where is Detroit? It's there, and then coming over to Detroit over here. Also, we could go, we touched on this, but we could also go this way towards Victorville. Probably not the right way to pronounce it, but, you know, it's a thing. Or we could go for the mountainous route over here from, and further expand this line, which we would also do to Victorville, but in the other direction. From Grand Prairie here and up through the mountains, up through the mountain pass like this, give or take, trying to avoid the bigger differences in height, and then come in at the backside here, I think, is the only viable option. I think if we come in down here, we will never get to connected to the road network, and way down to Victorville would either be crazy expensive through the mountains or crazy impossible through the road there. Based on that information, which we have at hand, I think I don't know, can we get a rough estimate? Let's see if exactly, you know, go slow and it will be a lot cheaper, but I think Detroit will be out of our price range at the moment. What is not out of our price range, though, is sort of reserving some space up here for the Detroit line, so that the city doesn't come in and take all possible space. So we'll extend that out, saving some money in the long run, hopefully. Getting expensive pretty quick. There you go. I think that should be more than sufficient for our current needs. Probably better alternative to bridge this gap, because now we'll have to dig deep in order to get up the hillside. But I'm getting ahead of myself. We're not doing Detroit. It will be too expensive. I actually, before we expand to another city, let's see here. It's 38, and over here still have 19 waiting. I'm guessing this train is full. It is. Let's go ahead and upgrade this train to an additional carriage, maybe even a faster locomotive. It's also 70, costs about the same, I think, as the Cab 2. It's actually more expensive, making it less viable as an option. This 50 miles, 125, no. So Cab 2, it will be, and instead of 2, we'll now do 3, 4. Is that a good thing? 4 is a nice thing. Cost is 1.3. No worries. The bank is on our side today. There we go. That should allow for further increase of traffic on that route. We could also look into some industries here, freight transport, freight in general. But I think we'll leave that for another episode and start heading from Grand Rapids to Victorville over here, which I'm thinking we'll go for a more straight route, hugging the mountain here to some extent. How sharp is this thing? Pretty sharp. That would have been a very expensive bridge, very long bridge down from there. There we go. Now, of course, the question is, which way do we come in here? I think we'll just put the station here, because from Austin, we'll have to do a tunnel down, and it might as well be on this side, because the station up here will be on the far side from our current viewpoint, and then come in around Victorville, like that, and up and away towards Austin again. But that also enables the option of continuing the eastern line, eastern main line, via Visalia to South Bend, or maybe even dropping by Bellevue over here. We'll see about that later on, but I definitely want a 4-track station, I think. We'll need 2 for the main line. We'll probably hook up Victorville to Detroit and Victorville to Austin. Yeah, let's plunk in a 4-track station. It can be straight. Have anything fun over here? No, not yet. Too early days for that. 240 is decent. 4 tracks, please, and you'd charge me about 200k for that. All right, it's doable. It's 1.65. It's might be enough. We'll see. There maybe. How does that look? Would have preferred it if we could have hooked it up in this end too, but that's fine. Let's go right ahead and not do it that way. Not that way either. There we go. Hook it up. Nice and simple. And if I just for fun here were to try to get this to only take out one building, can we finish that? That's only 1/14 though. Yes. I think yes. And then we'll let's see here. Which way is it? It's more or less. Straighten it a little more. There we go. And it's not allowing that across the road. Of course it's not. Because that would have been too simple. Too easy. There we are. Bring that forward, please. No? Really? Construction impossible. Fine. We'll redo it. It's not like it's costing us money we have plenty of. Clue there, people, is we don't have plenty of it. And then we'll also want one track bending over this way in order to connect to Austin eventually, like that. And we're gonna need to connect this again somehow. Connect it up to the road laying tools here are, every now and again, they really don't do themselves justice. There we go, 74, 81, short. It looks a bit funky, but that's how it goes. I've already blown through most of my cash, so I don't know, let's go with these ones. That's the road. You want tracks there, buddy. And try to hug the mountain instead of going up there. These some of the lines will most certainly be worked on later on, I think, in order to allow some modernization, some faster, more direct routes in the future. Let's do it a little less. There we go. And you're not going to make that turn. You realize that, right? If I do this, it's not all too expensive. How much are you going to charge me to? It's not that bad. Oh, alright. Take it. Take that offer while it's on the table. If I were to, how much of a bend can I make? That's the limit, and it works fine. There we go. I think we're actually going to make it with the remaining million we have in storage there. I think it's going to be more than enough to connect to the Grand Rapids over there. I hope. Now we can just continue straight this way. I think we'll curve it a little in order to get more of a flat angle, smaller angle coming in to the station later. Why am I doing both at the same time, you're asking? And that's a great question. I want to do both at the same time, passing there, because, you know, it was narrow. But I can now do one, and then just follow up with the other one later, because that doesn't affect price as much. Going pretty steep down. You know, it would have been ideal to keep it at more or less the same angle, but I think that's optimistic, to say the least. There we go, almost connected. 18, yeah, that's, can afford it. No worries at all. Ooh. All right, let's redo this then. How are you feeling about this one? Feel like a bit of a larger speed there through the curve? You do? Great. And coming along here for 30k. Oh, I'm liking the amounts here. I think that came in a lot cheaper than I expected it to, being honest. Now over here we'll need to set up, of course, some local services. Getting people to and from the station. I'm gonna go with the vanilla stuff for now. One day in the future that will probably change. Once we have some more stuff coming in here. I made sure to pick up some very cool looking designs for stations for later use. Might as well just chunk down depot right away, and let's see. Could do a loop like that, and then a loop like this. And why not? Tried most of the other options out there, so you know, might as well try this one as well. Can we come to an arrangement here, sir? That was not an arrangement. That is, though. There you go. Maybe. Bit of a funky design, but you know, if it works, it works. And don't get too much of this either. The ski jump versions of things connecting. Do we need it though? We don't really need it. We can save ourselves the money and the trouble, at least for now. I got one there. Do one over here somewhere, and there, for example. How's that looking? Then and then connect. Sure, fine. Looking good. For the other direction, let's do ooh, that was close. Let's rethink this one. I don't know. Let's plonk one there, one over here, then another one there. I've ever connected this middle point here, but you know, it works. If it works, it works. Still fond of these ones. Not sure why, but I am. New line from here to here. And there we go. It's one down, one to go. There we go. Set up new line. This gray color here is impossible to see. Not impossible, but almost. There we go. We'll rename these in a second. Just gonna grab the loop here, and let's see. Grand Rapids is here, and Oxnard. So it would be Oxnard, Grand Rapids, and then Victorville. All right. So there we go, and there we go. And we also need to make a no. Sure, that works for me. Too much slope. Of course it is. Of course it is. All right. Well, one over to one side works more than enough, and that's pretty funky. Feeling sorry for the trains going down in there already, but all right. Signals are nice things. Oh no. Ah, come on. It's not what I meant to do, and you know it. There we go. And a couple more over here, and we should be good. Actually, we'll need some over by the station here too. Then we should be good. I think. I hope. There we are. Great. Great, great, great. Repay 500k and renaming the lines. Line's looking good. Let's increase the tempo, see if we can see some trains coming in here. This would be P. Hello. P. And Vic. Oops, Vic. Commuter 1. And P. Commuter 2. There we go. Should be all the lines named, at least for the present. This has a fairly long waiting time now, so I think next goal will be to increase the amounts of trains on there, especially seeing how it's wrapping up some decent amounts of passengers as well, which will require some more capital, some more investment money, and that again entails I'll probably be playing along some, letting the time fly while you guys take a break. And unless that was too much of a puzzle for you, that means that this marks the end of the episode. And I'd like to thank you all for watching so far. If you enjoyed the episode, please click the like button downstairs. If you want to stay up to date on all things average, make sure to subscribe to the channel. I post regular stuff of all sorts of material, genres, and qualities. So, why not? I don't know. And throw in a comment if you have some suggestions. Alright? Hope to see you next time. Cheerio. Bye-bye.